4,
He's like, shut
2, 1.
Hi, everybody. Amanda Munchies, and we are back with the Bud Show. We are on season 2, episode 8, and we have a house full of amazing guests, super educating us on all of their amazing products and what's happening in the industry. And right now, we are blessed with some amazing food from Kingz Katerin. And I'm going to be quiet and let you tell us who you are and what amazing food you brought.
Oh, well, I'm Sonny, or in IG, Miss Phoenix 420. And Kingz Katerin brought today is just because it's always cold in the back where we, sesh. So, and we're freezing. So I brought something warm today, and it's just chicken soup, just because this whole week's been, like, crazy with the weather and everything. So I just figured nice, warm, caldo de pollo is in Spanish, so it's chicken soup, just with vegetables. I figured everybody can get nice and healthy and warm tonight.
So good.
And just some bread to kind of,
Oh, that looks amazing.
I didn't get butter on my bread. How do I steal your piece of bread and give you mine? I'm like, how do I do so? Okay, bring me butter. Bring me butter. This looks so good.
Yeah.
And so some cabbage in there also, I'm guessing,
There's
right?
cabbage,
Zucchini?
there's potatoes.
So zucchini or gray squash?
It's Mexican.
That's the gray squash,
so the
right? Gray squash, yeah.
Yes. And then, what else did I put in there? Or corn, cabbage, potatoes.
Cilantro on top, right?
Cilantro and a little bit of chili peppers.
Chili on there. I did not put that on mine, girl. I did not.
Yeah, and that's it. Really?
She says, I brought enough so your husband could have some.
Yes.
He's so spoiled. You always think of him. He's so kind.
Well,
I'm so excited. I can't wait to get down. I was like, fill my bowl. How is it I have more than you have?
I don't know, because you're Amanda Munchies.
Listen. It is so good. And there's rice underneath this. Is there rice underneath yours?
Yes, there's seasoned rice underneath.
See, do y'all see this?
It's made with the same chicken broth.
So amazing. So good. So good.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. This is delicious.
Okay, so we're going on break. Honestly.
Right? We're going back on break. No, I'm listening to the whole time. And you all can talk.
They're not allowed to get a plate until after.
If they're allowed to get a plate at all. I'm kidding. This is so good. Okay, so thank you for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
So what is this called again?
Caldo de pollo, or chicken soup. Like homemade, your nana makes it.
So
you know what I
good.
mean? Your grandma, your mom.
Where do we find you?
Oh, Instagram.
What if we want this? Where do we find you?
Kingz Katerin
Okay.
on Instagram. Or Miss Phoenix 420 is usually the one that I post a lot more of my, happenings, events, different stuff that we do with all kinds of different community.
It's got some kick too, even without me adding those chilies.
Well, it's caldo de pollo.
I'm like, it's good.
Yeah.
So good. I definitely have the munchies too because we smoked a whole lot of goodness on break. So
We did.
holy cow! And your man rolled up another beautiful shine,
Oh, yeah. Shine
blunt paper, whatever joint.
That's my shine.
Try them. We smoked her beautiful bat. We smoked the
Yes.
amazing. Where
It's
is this?
still out on the table.
Oh, it's still out there. We smoked the beautiful hot rod, right? That's what it was
Yes.
called.
Oh, yeah.
So
that was
good.
yummy.
It was really yummy.
So good. So I'm going to get my munchies on. I'm excited. We are going to chat, too, about why you ladies medicate and get a little bit serious about what's happening in the cannabis industry. And we're going to real quick learn a little bit about Bong because we did play for a few roles.
My last roll was the munchies. That's why we...
We totally got interrupted. So I would say successful game thus far.
Yes.
We all liked it. We were laughing. We were smoking. We were drinking and eating, right? It was good.
Yes.
You can drink. I was totally wrong. Read the rules, by the way. Very important at any game. All right, so do you want to tell us about this game real quick?
Sure. So, first things first, it is double-sided for the directions.
Which makes it seem a little intimidating, but it's not.
Right, but it is strictly made for stoners because it is literally follow the picture. I mean, you got to do what it says. But
So you roll and you land on something and you look for the
roll
picture.
And you have to go to, you do your spaces and you do what it says. Like, and it breaks it down for you. If you land on energy shot, you can either smoke or take whatever energy source you want. Coffee, tea, energy shot, soda, whatever.
Holy cow.
So, yeah. So you just do what it says, and if you land on the deli, then you get to eat.
And good to eat. Do you think that you could play this game without reading the directions first, that you could read them as you go?
Actually, yes. Because this, even though it says rules and all that, and it says, oh, this is the directions, laminate this sucker. Because this is going to tell you what you need to do, what the picture says.
Such a good idea.
But the actual directions itself is just literally like this little spot right here on the back of the box.
Oh.
So it is not complicated. It's not a lot of rocket science because, when you're stoned,
Any stoner can do it.
any stoner can do it.
It's on the box, so you can't lose that part.
Can't lose the directions on how to plug it.
Okay.
So, yeah. And it even gives you like a little supply list that you can have. Drinks, snacks, variety of smoking devices.
What a fun game
and of
night.
course, a
That's
bong.
so cool.
To play.
I love it.
So you must have a bong to play the game.
And we did.
And we did.
We sure did. Very cool.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank you for the review of the game.
You're
The impromptu review
That's right.
of Roll-a-Bong.
We'll let you know who wins tonight.
How do you win? Like, what?
You have to get the first one to.
You don't realize it. You're so stoned by it.
Right. You probably don't.
Do you win?
Because when you land home, you have to smoke a joint anyway. So
Oh, okay. So it's a win.
it's a win anyway.
Everyone wins.
Yes.
Everyone
what
wins.
A great stoner
The whole
game.
game. The whole game,
whole
right?
Including
Yes.
having to,
More
like,
excuses.
You have to pretend to be an American president. You have to get up and do air guitar.
Ooh.
I mean, there are
We didn't
some
have to do
things-
those things yet. We only
Not
did like one round in.
Yeah.
One and a
But I mean,
half.
Do a stupid human trick. So it will be entertaining, to say the least.
What would be your stupid human trick?
Oh.
What would it be? Like roll
Anyone
your
got
tongue?
one?
I can't do that. I don't have that trick.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
What about you? You got a stupid
That would
human
be-
trick?
I don't like my nose.
Oh,
Ooh,
really?
let's
Good.
No, we're all like,
Ooh, wait, let the camera see that. Did you get that camera? Ooh, did you zoom in? Ooh, can you zoom in?
Okay, but do it one more time. That was so cool.
Let's do a
He might have zoomed in.
That's
Who else has a maze? Wait, I like this. Wait, who has weird human tricks? Give us another one. Anyone else?
I got nothing.
Viewers that are watching, what is your weird human trick?
Anyone putting it on Instagram Live?
I don't know. What is
Their
your
superhuman
weird? I
trick
can't
is?
see that far. I don't. My trick is not to have that good a vision.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
I cannot see the screen.
Wait, I'll just go on my phone.
Oh, yay!
And then
I was
we
like,
can watch.
it's a little blurry
I know,
from
I'm
here.
like this and my phone's right in front of me.
So tell us if you have a weird human
trick.
trick,
So we're live
power.
right now.
I have a few human tricks.
What's
My
yours?
kids.
Right?
Hey.
Trick or treat.
No one's telling us their superhuman trick.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we're gonna move on from superhuman tricks. We're gonna talk some more cannabis. All right.
We're going to talk to more cannabis?
Same.
All right.
Some more cannabis. This one's mine, right?
Yes.
Making sure. Wait, we need that other pen. We're gonna have to get it. Are we rapping? What was happening right there?
That was my phone.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is why you calling me.
And why you calling me?
Why you calling me?
Oh, I love that.
All right. Tell us why you medicate and your favorite way to medicate, and whether you use THC or CBD. So CBD is equally medication. So, yeah. What? It is. Everyone doesn't know. But, I mean, I medicate with THC, and I medicate mostly because in my world, everything's going 1,000,001 miles an hour when I wake up, and it's the only thing that kind of slows it down to a capacity where I feel like it can actually function with the rest of the world. And And so I can get shit done, and I can focus, and I can figure shit out. Otherwise, it's like a snow globe in my head that's just going insane, like a blizzard.
That's a good visual.
All right,
Wow.
right. So
Sounds similar.
see,
Right.
so yeah, but so I mean that's I mean I have other reasons too, but that's definitely one of the reasons why I medicate for sure. And so I know it definitely helps with that. And I like to medicate always, but I definitely am old school. I like flower.
Yeah.
So we're going to go pass it to the right, the opposite way of what's the right way when passing a doobie. So go ahead and tell us why do you medicate if you don't mind? And
I was actually a late bloomer to medicating, and I didn't start till I was like 23, 24.
definitely late.
Yeah, compared to everybody, it's like, hey, I started at 6.
14. I was 13 or 14.
Yeah, but even when I was in high school, I used to get a lot of migraines and stuff. So it would just so happen that, I ended up smoking, and it would take them away. So then I just started medicating. I just started smoking. Back in the day, it was just a thing to do. But I didn't realize it actually took my headaches and my back pain. I've had multiple children. I've had 8 children, all natural with no, so. But I do have back pain. Well, with no, epidural or any other opiates or drugs or whatever they can give you, besides cannabis, right? Anyway, so yeah, it just so that's why I use it now, because I noticed when I used it after a few years, if I would go without it, because it was recreational then, it wasn't actual medicating then. So if I went without it for 3-4 days, my migraines and all my stuff would come back. And so as soon as I would medicate, I was like, okay. So I knew that it would just maintain, and ever since then, I've used, and now it's more to where I'm not smoking, 2 ounces, a day, and like back in the day, I medicate
Because we have good flour, right?
Right.
As opposed to dirt weed.
Exactly. And so that's kind of where my kids have always
CBD,
had
both?
THC, yeah.
You do CBD
CBD,
sometimes, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get more into the CBD and learning more about it as well for my kids. One of them has a head injury that we were in a car accident. And so he gets the migraines even more now and the different stuff. So with the CBD and stuff, like I said, I'm trying to medicate myself and learn how to do different stuff for even my kids also.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think we're all still trying to learn a lot. I mean, there's just so much new that we're learning, and it's changing all the time. And so I think it's awesome that we're all in it, and awesome, by the way, that there's a bunch of women around this table. Sorry to the few gentlemen that are in the room, but super empowering as well. But I just want to say, that's amazing that we're having these conversations, and again, introducing it to our children, and having, again, normalizing it, because it is medicine. And I think that's just important that we keep talking about it in that sense of even when it's compared to alcohol, I don't necessarily like that, because alcohol isn't medicine at all. I mean, you never use alcohol to medicate. I might use it to relax. That doesn't mean it's medicating me. That's not what it's doing.
I don't see no organization like MAD coming up and saying that they're going to start some kind of group against
be
it.
careful, be careful.
Well, no,
now
I'm
they're
just
gonna.
saying,
Now they're
like-
gonna.
No, we're gonna. No, but I'm just saying, it's because even I had an issue, and even explaining to my children, at school or different stuff like that, to educate, the comparison is not the same.
Yeah.
And people try to intimidate or use that taboo, or that, it's a gateway drug, but
If any of us who
not-
actually use it as medicine know that that's not true, right?
Right.
It's not a gateway drug.
No.
We're not getting our children
if anything,
high.
alcohol was my gateway. I
Right.
think.
Tobacco, if anything,
Right.
before that, right? What did you guys do first? Tobacco or alcohol? Probably tobacco.
Alcohol.
No? Really? Really?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I did tobacco first.
in my culture too, it's
She's like, I've never done any of it.
No, I have.
I promise.
Tori said you look like such a good girl.
Right.
yeah, and in my culture, marijuana use is seen like you're just the low, it's real, it's really low,
Right.
bad, so it was for my culture, for you to even say that you're smoking, you're like, what? Like, they would accept any probably other stuff for you to do, to mix it with other stuff, and they were like, "Oh, okay, you're cool. It's okay."
Yeah.
But not marijuana. It's like a no-no. It's like
Crazy.
big time. Yeah, it's crazy.
So
How things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alrighty. Well, I gotta say, I'm munching on the soup, and it's freaking amazing. So thank you again.
you're welcome.
We're gonna continue around. Tell us a little bit about why you medicate, or why you medicate. Sorry,
I medicate too.
you do medicate also. Why do you medicate, and maybe how you medicate, and tell us a little bit about your story, if you don't mind.
So I have like a lot of digestive issues, so I started medicating because of that.
Wait, so I'm gonna be personal. And I know digestive could be very personal for people, so sorry. But when you say that, what can you give us a little bit more? Like,
So
some people
I get
have
a lot of pain.
Okay. Have you been diagnosed with anything, can I ask? And do you
Yeah,
not want to, do you?
Don't want to really go
Okay,
into that.
sorry.
Sorry.
Well, and I only ask because sometimes we have people who have the same issue who don't
Right,
know
right.
what to turn to. And so
Exactly.
especially when you come to intestinal stuff, I think there's a lot of people who have issues and they don't know or understand how cannabis can necessarily help them. And so I'm not
Right.
trying to like
No, and I
have
get
you be
that.
like super out there and name your business or any HIPAA stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you're
But yeah, I just want to
good.
make sure, that people know.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Well then, are edibles even your favorite if you have digestive issues, or do you prefer other methods?
my preferred method is flour.
Flour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes the
Yeah,
nauseous
it really
and all the
does.
different-
I mean, sometimes I even will just apply something, like if I'm having just like abdominal cramps or something, I'll apply
Okay.
something topically.
Okay.
But my favorite way
CBD and THC.
CBD and THC, but
Topically? Sorry.
topically, yeah. And my favorite way to smoke is flour, or I guess my most favorite way is flour, and I like to pair like high terpene flour with like a moderate THC percentage.
Okay.
And if there's something that has like a higher CBD in that as well, that way I'm really getting like a full like entourage effect and really seeing how my medicine can help me.
Yeah.
Are there terpenes that you have found to be more effective for you, being that you have digestive issues that you can think of or that you can
And
share?
I might butcher the name, beta-caryophyllene.
Okay.
It's a terpene that's found in peppers and spice,
Okay.
and that is very soothing for the digestive system.
Okay. Help with inflammation at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most terpenes
Okay.
help with
Yeah.
inflammation.
I get
Black
it.
pepper, I know.
Yeah,
They used to
I know.
make fun of me because I used to take the tops off and do the pepper.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're looking into all the terpenes and all this stuff, I'm like, see, I knew it.
Right?
Yeah, yes.
Right?
So
Yes.
yeah, I be peppering everything too.
Pepper is
Even
good.
more
Well,
now,
and with
yeah.
turmeric,
It's
I know it
awesome.
works really well
Yeah.
for inflammation and
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Exactly. It's a natural medicine.
yeah. It's so amazing how we've gotten so far away from Mother Nature and all that's actually good, and there's so much there. So when we start going back to it and bringing it into our medicine, how it really makes our medicine better, right?
Yeah, I know. Just like even when she said, like even with like issues burping and just different, because I'm a mom, so I get all that stuff, and I eat all that spicy stuff. So even smoking flour afterwards, it takes all that. You know what I mean? Like that gas and digestive kind of
Makes it
stuff.
easier.
Yeah, so it's always helped me with that.
Yeah. I think again, people don't know. So, and you said you like to smoke
Yeah.
flour, so
Yeah.
that's your preferred method.
Yeah.
How do you like to smoke your flour?
Well, I was like a joint girl originally because I was trying to teach myself how to roll
AKA a
joint.
bat girl. Let's be honest.
I just really wanted to learn how to roll a joint. I was like, it's a good party trick, And so I was always smoking joints, but there's nothing better, like when you actually like care about the quality of weed you're smoking. A nice clean bong, some chilled water, maybe like 1 or 2 ice cubes,
My favorite.
hemp wick, lighting it.
I haven't gotten into that yet. I need to try. I need to do the hemp wick.
I haven't done that either.
I need to try. I've been saying it because I know the butane's bad for
Right.
you, and I know. I just haven't gotten into it. I gotta do it.
It's an extra step, But like rolling a joint, it becomes like the ritual.
Yeah, no, and I definitely like to smoke. Part of it is
Yeah.
that ritual of smoking. It's not just the
I think that's part of the
Medicated.
healing process
Yes.
with cannabis.
For
is
sure.
The ritual that goes with it.
Yeah, the
And-
little routines.
and feeling connected too. For me, like it's a part of Mother Nature. It's a part of that healing. So I think for me, like I connect with it on that level of like
Totally.
it's medicine. So it's not it's not just a cigarette that I want to smoke up or even a beer that I want to drink. You know, it's a little bit more.
Exactly.
hate to sound so weird when I say that, but it is
No,
a
but
little
it's
bit more
true.
for sure.
It's so
Yes.
true. I think about like all the people who like go on these like shamanic retreats and they're doing ayahuasca and like the ritual that is.
Oh,
with
I've done it.
What?
We'll talk about that after.
We're trying
I
to get
don't really talk about that on air, but yeah, that's why we're all in this room, by the way, because I wouldn't have started the Bud card if I had
not
never.
been for ayahuasca.
Yeah, so
Man,
it's an
we are-
amazing healer.
Amazing. We
Yeah.
are going into like Joe Rogan territory.
I
right
know.
now.
It's
Small
definitely
world, huh?
yeah. It's an amazing healer, in my opinion. But yeah, so definitely. And I've only baby stepped into the world of Aya. But yes, definitely a life changer and healer in so many ways, and I recommend it for I wouldn't say anyone because I don't think anyone or everyone is ready for it. It's a journey that you definitely have to be ready for and you have to be thoughtful about. So again, it's not a party that's not
Right.
what it is, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. You know what I mean? So in that sense, it's a journey. But it can be amazing and scary and beautiful all at once. And I'm blessed to have done it. So, yeah, we can talk more about it
I would love to hear about your
afterwards.
experience.
We'll chat more. All right, so tell us, my dear, what do you use? Why do you medicate? Do you medicate? How do you medicate?
So I'm not a huge THC fan.
Okay.
Just personally, I don't really like the feeling of being high. I don't
We
like.
like this. We like that there's
Yeah.
not people who, like, there's viewers watching that don't like to get high. So
Yeah, so
that's okay.
And I work in the industry. I mean, I market the product. I'm a firm believer in THC and how it helps people. So I'm all for people using edible, everything that we offer.
Awesome.
I personally like the CBD side. Before I got into the industry, like I knew CBD existed. I knew it was good for you, but if you said, "What is it?" I don't know.
Right.
Like I just feel like I just know it's good for you.
Right.
And I'm like that. I put my turmeric and my black pepper in everything. I use all my spices just to do the anti-inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
So what I really like to do is we have these CBD elixirs.
Okay.
And each one is CBD oil, MCT oil, and then different essential oils, and they all targeted towards something else.
And this is the one. Is this out right
this
now?
is-
Can I get
they're
this?
not out yet, but it's what you got at Canacula. So
It's like that little chart that they have, and you have to kind of. Oh, okay.
But yeah, so they had these little
study.
samples
Yeah.
that were so good at the Canaclua, and I got one, and it's not out yet, and it's
yeah,
so
they're
good.
not out yet. So I take the pain management one because it's really good for anti-inflammation.
Okay.
I put it all over my face.
Wow.
And then I take my jade roller and I jade roll it for the anti-inflammation.
I just got a
effects.
jade roller.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do that.
So what I do is I'll do that, and then I take all of it, all up to my temples, everything I jade roll, and I bring it down to my throat, and all that
Wow.
lymphatic drainage drains into the back of your throat.
Wow.
You can taste it sometimes. If you're it's what I do when I get bags under my eyes. I'm really into
What bags? What are you talking about?
I know,
it's because
right?
I use the CBD oil
And the
the
jade roller.
It gets
Ooh,
rid of
new
all of
trick.
it.
I
And
can't
have,
wait.
Beauty tricks.
I do get bags, and they do get discolored, so it really just blends it all out.
Nice.
I'm really into the beauty side of things.
Oh, no, I like it though, and I think too people don't realize that CBD can be used in so many different ways. So there's just many different ways. Like you just said, you put it on your face.
Yeah, all
a
over.
lot of people don't realize that, and there's bath salts and
We have
different
our
ways that
bath
you can have it.
soaks. Yeah, so when my brother was in town, he lives in Seattle. His allergies get so bad. So we have an allergy one, and I gave it to him, and I said, rub it on your sinuses, rub it in your skin, and you can drink them. They are edible, but they don't necessarily taste great because of the essential oils that are in them. He's it dried me up. It's I didn't sneeze, I didn't have a runny nose,
Wow.
nothing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is someone who takes Claritin every day.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
certainly better than that. Hate to
So,
say it,
yeah.
but I love.
I'm all
like,
for the plant over the pills and
yes,
educating everybody about it.
for sure. And then, do you have reasons that you use CBD that you don't mind sharing with us, or?
Don't have any medical reasons.
Well, you want to look like you drank
Yeah.
out of the fountain of youth, which you've
I mean,
clearly
nobody
discovered.
believe it. How old I am.
Clearly,
Yeah, so that's why I use it.
23.
No,
Uh,
older than that.
you
it's-
look you young.
I know.
We're gonna start. Where everyone's gonna start rubbing CBD on their face,
Helps
I
with
know.
not just for under your tongue anymore.
Yeah. So the free radicals, that helps with the cells,
Wow.
everything.
Okay.
A good thing to point out about CBD skincare
Uh huh.
is that there's a lot of products on the market that are fake.
Mm-hmm.
Just complete snake oil.
A lot of products in general,
For
CBD,
real.
that are snake oil, just for no.
Especially right now.
Yes.
For some reason.
There was a company in Scottsdale I heard that got shut down because they were selling olive oil, saying it was CBD oil.
What?
Yeah.
Well, and that's why, again, it's so important that people have their medicine tested, ask questions, do your research. So don't just buy anything off the streets because it says it's cannabis or CBD or THC.
Or
Like,
all the multi-level marketing
yes.
companies that are coming out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, we're gonna do this and join
Yes.
my company and we're gonna take over the world. And it's not even.
Yes.
It's not even
Snake
the product.
oil.
That's, and people just need to ask questions and do your own research. And if it's something where you really like it, it's literally, if you find a brand that you like testing isn't something we could do with our flour all the time. Like as a patient, I can't test
Right.
the eighth that I buy every
Yeah.
3 days, every
Every
week,
But you
every
Test
week,
it
Mom, every
dispensary.
week, every week, Rebecca, every week.
I meant day
My
for me,
mom
but
watches. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, she does watch, but she knows how much I smoke. Let's be honest. So, like, I think it would be really hard to test for me as a patient the cannabis that I use. Like, I think that would be hard on a regular basis. Not to say I could never do it, or I shouldn't do it, or I wouldn't want to do it. But I think that would be hard. But I think if I'm using a CBD product, or I find a company or something that I really like, it is not hard to go in and have that tested and just to have that mind, that peace of mind, to know that your product is okay. And it's not to say that just because it tests once okay, it's always going to be okay, or even vice versa. If something tests once bad, that's always going to be bad. Like, things happen with companies, let's be real. My website just went down for a couple of days. Like, not down all the way, but I had some glitches. Like, stuff happens, right? Like, stuff happens. Maybe everyone doesn't have the 10,000 spin emulsifier thing that you all have, right? So maybe for whatever reason it didn't stir, or I don't know, who knows. I'm not in that part of the industry, thank God. That's way too complicated for me. I'm just being honest. But at the same time, like, again, it's important that we're asking the questions, that we're trying to learn, and that we're at least being knowledgeable in any capacity that we can.
But it's good that you can ask your dispensary,
Yes.
can I see the testing on this?
See, a lot of people don't know, and the bud tenders don't always
The bud
know.
tenders
A
don't
lot
know.
of it.
So-
I always ask bud tenders, where's the flower grown? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of like not customer service.
Some
Because
dispensaries are great. I'm gonna be honest. Some of the, and I don't want to knock the bigger ones, but I feel like sometimes the smaller ones tend to give that a little bit more customer service. Sometimes a little bit like they know you a little bit better. And not to say some of the big ones don't do that as well, but I'm just saying. But I think again, like, we need to be educating ourselves, but also they need to be helping us figure out the education piece too. Like, it would be really nice if a dispensary said, like, hey, anything labeled with this is organic, or all of these products are tested, or, you know what I mean? Like, there could be some pro-patient education for us on that end.
Just more transparency.
Yeah, because we don't always know what to ask. How do you know what you don't know?
Right.
So how do you know what to ask in these situations? I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, I know now because I'm here, right?
Right, because you're in the industry. But, you know, as a patient, I didn't know half the stuff I
Right.
know now.
Right. What's in a, I mean, people don't even know what's in this.
Right.
Let alone what's bad for you in it, how
No
it's made.
PG, no VG, no MCT.
Right. Like, what do those even mean,
uncut
though?
cartridges.
Right. But, like, what does that even mean, right? Like,
What's
what
all
what
those
do those things mean?
Exactly.
And so, and it's not even up to shows like the Bud Show to necessarily tell you exactly what that means, because again, like, we're still learning, and this information is changing all the time. It's up to you and us as patients, as consumers, to be doing our research and to be staying on top of it. That's at least my belief. I think a lot of people, some people have said to me, like, well, you're the bud card, and, you should be doing this or you should be doing that. And sometimes it's like, I'm a platform where I want to give people a voice to help educate and medicate. But at the end of the day, we as patients are the responsible ones for what's happening and what we put into our bodies. And at the end of the day, let's also be honest, not everybody cares. So we all know about organic food versus not organic. And I'm super guilty of this. I go to the grocery store and either remove the sticker off the organic products and put that in my cart as non-organic, or I buy the non-organic, okay? I'm just telling you. So, girl gotta save. You didn't know? That's how you
I
do
don't
it.
go shopping with
Well, now you know, and you should.
Thought of that.
Yeah, like Sprouts has like a green bag for organic, and
You
a-
just put
a
in the
clear
regular
bag.
bag.
Clear bag. Yeah.
They don't know.
What? I had no idea.
Yes.
I've probably been paying for organic this whole time.
No. So you just other bag it,
A
kind of
green bag for
discreetly remove the
organic.
sticker. I mean, I don't want stickers on my products. I want to pay for the weight of the sticker. There's lots of reasons why I remove it.
Yeah, stickers are heavy.
I also remove like the vines and stuff on my tomatoes. I don't pay for those either.
Nope.
Yeah, hell no. I'm a broke girl. I gotta save my
I
dollars.
love that.
Hey,
This is inspiring.
frugal where it counts. Gotta be able to afford my medication because this shit ain't cheap.
Yeah. Cannabis is not cheap.
No, that's why we started the bud card, because it's so expensive, and we wanted people to be able to understand all this stuff. I mean, I would never have been able to try any of this stuff or understand this stuff in this capacity if it wasn't for the bud card and the bud show, because I, as a regular everyday patient, when you go in the stores, like, you just don't know. And even then, you don't, going to an event, like, that's just intimidating. It's intimidating. It's not, it is intimidating. I'm in the industry and it's so intimidating. Ask my girlfriend. She's like, I don't want to go. I'm not feeling. I'm like, no, you are. Come in. You are coming in with me, God damn it. You are coming in. We are going together. So, like, it's, it's this industry of community and building it while we're there, right? But
Yeah.
meeting people and
But
sitting
it's
down
like-
at the table and
It
chatting.
becomes a real family. Like,
Yeah.
I was sitting, and I'm new to going out to events and everything. That's okay. I'm okay with nobody seeing me. So I'm new to all of that, but being able to be around like-minded people, talking about it, learning about it, and different things that are out there, I would have never known.
Right.
And the first person that I met, like, when I decided to start this journey, was Chris Martin. He was my first contact.
Shout out to Chris Martin at
Shout
Hempful
out
Farms. We
to him.
super appreciate
He-
Hempful Farms.
he is
Love
awesome.
Hempful Farms.
Yes.
We love Dylan over there and Mel.
Yep.
We have another Hempful market happening on the 24th, by the way. Sorry.
Sorry, another shout out for him. The 28th, he is when his grand opening for the cafe.
And on the 1st, he is doing a meet and greet and an event at the Hempful market, right? Yes.
Yes.
Hempful at the
Market.
Hempful Farms.
Yes.
Hempful Farms, sorry.
Yes. But
Yes.
so I didn't even know any of that, and
Yeah.
so he started me and introduced me around the room to people in the dispensaries and stuff like that, so that I could get my information. But I'm still learning, but I'm enjoying the process of being around people and going to the events, so that now I can be part of that process and help educate others and help those that that need sponsored, so that they can get their medication.
Yeah.
Because there's people out there that do that for our terminally ill patients, and that a lot of the patients don't know.
Terminally ill patients don't know that they can get sponsored and that
They-
people can help them with their medicine.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah. So, that's just another thing that
Do you work with someone in our community that does stuff like that?
I do actually.
What's the name of that amazing? Can I ask?
The amazing couple that I work with, Steve and Sarah,
Yes.
they do Canada EduCare.
Yes.
And so I've been able to partner up with them and become one of the Canna Angels that goes out to the terminally ill patients, and we do anything from if they need housework done or they need us to bring meds, that they're sponsored from businesses and dispensaries and other patients and stuff like that that do that for them, and we're able to go out there and help them. And
Thank
just give
you.
them company.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for what you do. Thank you to Sarah and Steve. Thank you, thank you,
Yes,
thank
they
you.
just-
Yeah.
And they just started this out of the goodness of their own heart, knowing
Yeah.
that they wanted to give back, and this is how they do it. So
Yes.
it's been a blessing, and it's taken off, and I'm looking forward to everything that's coming for them.
Yes, yes. Beautiful people, definitely doing good things. And if anyone wants to help out or be an angel, they can reach out to you or Canna Educare about that, right? Because you
Yes.
guys always need angels to help go visit people. And like you said, you can sit with someone or you can just go clean a house or,
Go get their groceries
in any
help them with their
capacity
meal,
help.
just
Okay.
anything that they can do. Some of them are our older patients. And they just want somebody to smoke with, or come hang out with me, help me fold the laundry, and let's just talk. Just people that like don't get to come out often,
Yeah.
so they're just looking for that companionship.
Yeah.
And it's a huge need, and just the people that are starting to come out to help build up their organization is just amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm very blessed to be a part of that.
Well, I hope after this show, definitely post some links to Canna Educare and how people can get involved if you don't mind. And, definitely want to encourage anyone that's watching to, get involved in our community and help out where and when you can, for sure. Alrighty. So I'm looking at that clock and it says that we're about to wrap up. And I'm also seeing this. It says this every single night. Hi, everybody. So that says 2 minutes. We probably have a couple more than 2 minutes, but so I don't know that we're coming back, but you're gonna make us some amazing dessert when we go to the back. Yes. What are you making us?
Fried banana with honey and peanuts.
That's not
on
what it's
top.
called. You just white girled it up for us. She just white girled that shit up for the Bud Show. You don't have to white girl it up for us. No.
Well, you're gonna ask anyway.
Yeah, no, I know what it actually is.
Oh yeah.
My husband is Hispanic, and before that, I was with someone who's Puerto Rican. I actually know about it. Ooh, see?
Well, we didn't want to get personal now,
Well-
but I'm just gonna cook some plátano macho.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it's a plantain.
Fried plantains, right?
Yeah, and it tastes awesome when you fry them, and then you put that honey on top. Oh,
So these are going to be sweet plantains, right? 'Cause
Yes,
sometimes
yes.
they just switch ones where they're not sweet, right? What are
Right.
those ones? There's different ones, right?
well,
And put salt on those ones.
yeah. There's different ones.
Okay.
There.
These ones are going to be sweet.
Yes.
I'm so happy. Thank you. So happy. I'm going to gnaw on that corn as soon as the camera goes off, too. That's not happening on camera. All right. So before we wrap up, did everyone feel like they got to, does anyone have any last minute things to say? Don't worry about this thing. It's going to go off. It doesn't really matter. We'll just pause it. Does anyone have any?
Some final words.
No?
Just check out Sublime at your
Yes.
nearest dispensary, and
You can follow us on Instagram
Yes.
at sublimebrands.v2.
Yes. And you can find them. You'll clearly know who they are. The only other Sublime on Instagram is the music group, and you'll know the difference by just looking at the pictures and stuff. You will clearly know. Although Sublime might also use Sublime, which would be kind of ironic
that
and
would
funny.
be kind of
I have
nice,
to come to Arizona if you page us,
Right.
but
right?
Okay, so Sublime, we can find you where?
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we find
Go
you?
at your house. Where do you live?
So my blood type, my social security number. So I'm on Instagram.
This is what we give you.
On Instagram, I am the Canna Witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
AKA Bat Roller. Just saying. What about you, my dear?
You can find me at Tori Levy.
Yes.
I don't have a weed Instagram.
It's all right.
That's all you need is you.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
start my
CBD Instagram?
skincare
Yeah.
You know, you could put tips on
beauty
it.
line.
That would be awesome.
Do some YouTube videos about your CBD skincare
your jade
regimen.
roll.
Yes, because I need to know how to roll the jade thing on my
The
face.
best thing is to keep it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it's cold, all your pores will close. When
Okay.
the cold hits your face.
Okay, so put it in the
See,
fridge.
all these little
This is why you need to make
tips.
videos.
Yeah,
See?
seriously, and I'll
the
watch
little
them.
Tips and
Let me know.
details.
I have an idea. We'll have a meeting tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, good point. I have to write it down now.
Mark it in your calendars. All right, so I want to definitely know some of those jade tips for real. So I'm like, even if you go home and make a little video and just send it to me, this is how you do it, because I literally just got a jade roller. And then I want some of the CBD stuff when it comes out, so you have to tell me where I can get it.
And soon to have a skincare line.
Ooh.
THC and CBD.
Ooh.
Nice.
So,
Super
all
cool.
the serum you'll need. For
Yeah.
jade
Very cool. Very cool. Ooh, before we leave, you said before we went on break
talk
that
about-
you were going to tell us about, and I know we have, oh yeah, and we started a few minutes late. So we have a few minutes.
All right, so it's after hours, so we can say vagina. on
Pillow
there.
talk.
We'll
So,
talk about our
pillow
favorite
talk.
product.
We're going to talk about a product that Sublime has before we end the show. And before we end, you have to introduce yourself because you spoke with us, so you at least have to let people know who you are.
My name's Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Yes.
Okay. Can we find you anywhere?
Well,
I mean, you don't have to give them your home address either, but
At some events.
yeah,
There you go.
I'm coming out to more events, helping to support more events. But
Okay.
probably you can get a hold of me and Steve and Sarah at the same place. This is just at Canada Educare.
perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I put everyone on the spot in this
I
show.
know. I was like, it's all right.
All right. Back to Sublime and your amazing product. I don't think I can have the food near me while we talk about this. Let me just set this aside. I need some water first. All right, go ahead,
All right,
ladies.
so we make a feminine health product called Sonny.
Feminine health product is what you call it? This is called a health
Personal
product?
massage oil.
Oh. Okay.
No, it is because we have two different ones.
Okay.
So we do have the Sonny original, which is
Okay.
the MCT oil and THC,
Okay.
which is a personal lubricant or massage oil.
Okay. What does that mean?
It means you can massage it on your back. You can it
Okay.
comes in a spray bottle. You can
Okay.
spray it on your back and use that as massage oil,
Okay.
or you can spray it on your vagina.
I may or may not have done either one or both of those things.
Why? Okay.
I may or may.
We
What
give
about you?
samples. I use it. As,
What about you?
I hope my parents are watching. So.
Oh, they're watching.
I have used it for both, and I have used it for pain.
Okay.
So, if I have like neck pain, my boyfriend's friend came over and he had just been doing.
This is a really
That
funny.
didn't sound right. But
He had
yeah.
just been doing
That's why you said
boxing.
it.
Okay.
What's it called, jiu-jitsu? And his hands were hurting, and I
Okay.
said, "Oh, let me spray this on your hands," and I did. And he
You
was
broke
like,
out Stony Yoni
Yeah.
on his
I
hand.
didn't, yeah.
He didn't go to-
And
Did
he
you
was
massage
like-
it in for him,
No,
or
I
he?
didn't.
Okay, he massaged his own
And,
Stony Yoni.
He was like, I saw him the next day. He was like, my hands didn't hurt at all. So you can use it as a personal lubricant.
Okay.
You can use it as massage oil,
THC and CBD.
just THC,
Just THC.
and or you can use it for pain. You can spray it on your neck.
Do you get high when you put these things on your hand or your neck or any of those things?
Or in your vagina, no.
No.
And you
Okay.
won't have a positive test,
Drug
drug test if you spray it in your vagina, I believe, because yes, you will.
If someone goes down south and
The lubricant's gone.
eats the lubricant,
Right.
they're consuming our
THC.
champagne distillate.
Mhm.
You will get high if you
Oh,
consume it
if
orally.
you consume it orally.
You
Okay.
can also,
But not if it just goes on your vajayjay?
Yeah. Nah. If it goes in your butt, you will. Some men use it for
Because that's
prostate health.
that's a suppository area,
Yeah.
right? Which is
Right.
actually the best way to do.
But it's inflammation and all that. People got different stuff going on too. You know, it's not necessarily
Yeah.
for the pillow talk. It's for the
I
bathroom
know,
talk.
I
So
know.
I
Well,
don't think,
I'm,
you know
well,
what I
I know
mean?
I'm
It's like,
asking.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
we have the essential health blend also, which is made with rose, chamomile, and lavender.
Okay.
So it's antimicrobial, antifungal, anti-yeast, and antibacterial.
Oh, no.
Wow.
So men do use it for prostate health.
Okay.
People use it for hemorrhoids. Women can use it if they have pain during sex, if they're postmenopausal and they have dryness.
Wow.
Because when you spray it on the vagina has the most cannabinoid receptors in the body. So it will bring a tingling, warming sensation, and
Okay.
your body will naturally produce lubricant.
Wow. Very
And
interesting.
At META, we learned that cannabis users have 20% more sex than non-cannabis users, so why not make it more enjoyable
Ooh.
with Sonny?
Ooh, I love it. I love that fact. Awesome. So is this a product that you both use, just to be super personal?
Yes.
In one or both ways that you may have
In
mentioned?
both ways.
You are, yes, I
And
do.
another fun fact, what you can do is you can spray it on your nipples, bring heightened sensation to your nipples.
Ooh.
I was not expecting that to come out of your mouth.
I was
Ooh.
gonna ask for pregnancy
Right.
too, right?
I
'Cause
would
You were like,
consult with your doctor.
I
but
spray a little bit on a tampon, and when I'm having really bad cramps,
I spray it right on my skin, right where my uterus is when I get cramps. up with pain.
Interesting.
oh, that's interesting.
I have a friend that has like very severe endometriosis, so I gave it a sample to her, and she's like, it took my pain away, and she will be bedridden for days.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Very cool. Listen to this, people. You need to try all these different products. So we got
And
Stony
have
Yoni.
fun.
We had amazing, sublime other yummies that got eaten and devoured, by the way. Like one of the packages is, oh, is it here? I was like, is it still here?
Yeah.
So nom nom, oh, it's empty. Nom nom and empty. So good. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I got to say a big thank you to everyone. Was there anything else? Did we hit it all, I think? Do you know how to turn that thing off?
How do we get
Do you know how to
those
turn that
products
thing off?
For the ladies or for
Stony Yoni, you can get in
Stony Yoni.
your
dispensaries.
dispensary.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
they don't have it, tell them to
Request
ask
it.
for it.
Yeah.
If you can never find anything sublime and you really want it, our dispensary, Leaf Life in Casa Grande, will have every single one of our products. I know it's a little far from Phoenix, but
Worth the drive.
worth the drive.
If you want the product. Very cool. Well, I appreciate you ladies for being with us. I super appreciate Sublime for being a sponsor of the show. I appreciate Three Kingz Catering for coming out and bringing us amazing warm food. I did not get to finish yet. I was just covering my corn with my bread for now, but I'm going to eat it. Can't wait. We're going to go in the back and take some pictures and medicate a little bit more. Big shout out to Support District Radio Uncut for hosting us this evening. Like I said, big shout out to everyone in the back who was helping us roll and smoke during the breaks. And I think that's just about it. So good night, everybody. Stay tuned for next week. We have another great show. And maybe we'll break out Dab Out at next week's next week's session and have our guest play that one so you guys can see a little bit of it. Have a great night.
Good night.